Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of Grand Arena. Now, I wasn't able to sit down at my computer for this match, so I had to record it on my phone, and I am just now getting to commentate over it. So, facing this guy, 13.3 million GP, got plenty of stuff. Ukraine, Lt Jen Michaelson. He did already attack before I had gotten to start, so he attacked pretty early, 1725. It's not a crazy good score, and when I see that, I'm thinking it's very beatable. So in the back, I really got a lot of success. Slicker got a hold, and then Ray Nest. No Ezra, no Cal, or anything. 4 battles to take down. I decided to set Ray on defense, because on offense, not really that great of an asset. You know, I had taken her off offense. Oh, and got a hold with Saw. Even without Rex on the team, I had taken Rex off to hopefully use him with 501st, which we'll see if I did or not. And the 3 battles to get past my Executor. So, kind of a dream setup on defense. And yeah, Ray, I just was like, well, my best option for her really is like another Ray, and like your Malgus is good for that. So his top wall is kind of a lot of smugglers, including Jabba. So there's going to be a lot of dodge up there, but hopefully we can just handle it. Down here we've got Traya Lord Vader, Baylan, Queen Amidala. You know, when I'm recording on my phone, I'm trying to just get through it quickly, so wasn't spending as much time looking up counters or anything, but I felt pretty good going up against a 1725. And that kind of emboldened me to do some of the counters I did last time that, you know, aren't necessarily super safe like this one, but do really open things up for me. With that Baylan, they had the Hunter Quran, so I kind of wanted my Bane for that. So taking Traya versus Queen Amidala again. It's not a super high percentage matchup, but I figured it was my best chance to have a decently balanced roster for the back and the top. And you know, I think a lot of people get down on Scion these days. I haven't even farmed him on my small account yet, but for this counter, he's pretty essential. I mean, with this Mass Dispel, you can't really do it without that. Just to keep Dispel here and there. You're gonna get ripped to shreds if they just get to stack up their buffs forever. But my Nihilist already pretty tanky because he's getting, remember, he's getting health from debuffs on Traya and Scion. And you see here, since Obi-Wan hit under my health, I have a Annihilate ready, but not really the target I wanted. Queen Amidala took her turn. She wasn't able to resummon right away. That did nothing but get rid of the Foresight. And target number 1 is going to be Queen Amidala. You know, just talking up Scion, and he's dead already. So, look at that from Traya, 576,000. Holy crap. She stacks up her offense too. And my gosh, what a hit from her. Alright, there we go. Now we're pretty much a lock at this point. Yeah, Qui-Gon and Shakti aren't going to do anything. They might hold on a little bit, but they are toast. And there's Traya again, just destroyed him. And I mean, I have R7 Traya. I don't, it's not R8 or R9 or anything. She got 3 of the kills. That's insane. 72. Pretty good for Queen Amidala without Bane. You're gonna get something close to that with Bane anyway. Maybe you'll get like the 65. Next, Traya Lord Vader. So last match, I tried Sith Eternal first. He just ate it. Didn't get any progress, and I had to use Bo-Katan in desperation. So I decided this time I'll just start with Bo-Katan. However, can use the same Datacron, or maybe I could have, I don't think it would have worked. They started with 25% turn meter, so I was going for my own 25% turn meter, trying to look for the most offense I could, because there's a lot of true damage on my team. And I feel like I have a good blueprint from the last my last match of who to target in this. So start with Talon, then try to go for Traya, and then the other 3. And we'll see if that works again. So the difference in here, that Nihilist was a little too fast, and he outran my bow. Now my bow is faster than that Nihilist. I looked at it after, it was like 260 speed, or I think I do show it on screen, and my bow is definitely much faster than that, but well, maybe it's just the Talon's 30. I'm actually not sure what my bow speed is. I can actually pull it up since this isn't the active game. I can check my bow speed right now. So I got rid of Talon. Everyone's hanging in there. Come on, Trey. Yeah, Trey ate it. Awesome. Okay, 289. So actually, yeah, well, that 30 was enough to outrun. So I might need to try and get a little bit more speed on my bow. How much additional is that? I mean, I have an offensive armor. It's plus 142, actually. That's pretty fast. She's just naturally slow. But yeah, we're running into a problem. Nihilist's health is really high, and now he's starting to just eat people. So yeah, I'm starting to think, okay, not gonna get this win. I think I soon gave up and started going for Savage, but I don't know. It's too little too late. Start going for Savage. So close, he just heals all the way. Oh, and here's like kind of a loop where he keeps just triggering Savage until he kills him. So that's the retribution. At this point, I'm just like, all right, just kill me, just get it over with. Like I'm gonna have to clean it up, but they won't have a leadership, and that's huge. I don't know why I did that. Sitting watching it after, I'm like, just don't. Maybe I hadn't given up on. I think maybe I hadn't given up on killing Savage because I still had bow, but once bow's down, it's game over. Yeah, just put it on auto, just kill me. There we go. Definitely some bit. Because we got rid of the lead. I mean, the lead is the most important thing. And here I was checking the speed. 264 plus 30, so that's 294. I have 289 on bow. So not quite enough. And, you know, as I prefer to do, once I've dropped, I like to take a breather, go to some other team, do what I can there, and then come back after to the team I failed on. So I'm not just like getting frustrated and run back into it. I mean, so whenever I do that, I just run right back into the same team. I sometimes mess it up. Now in this case, it's a lot different. Like, they have a leak on it. It was a lot of progress. It wasn't just a straight up fail, but nothing like Inquisitors versus Rebel Fighters. Well, a 6-man Rebel Fighter team at that, to get you back on track. Dead. Yep. Dead. Kaboom. like some of the teams in this game just got like gotten out of hand. 63, but good enough. Remember, my opponent only got 1725, and that is not good. Kind of 1800 is the par for like decent. 1830, 1850 is pretty awesome. Under 1800 is like, man, and he got 1725. Here's another quick one coming up. Bane. I think I had a brain fart for a second. Yeah, just give him some health and make sure he doesn't die. Armor penetration. I think I went with that one. Once I realized, okay, there is no dark side, high health. They're all light side, so I'll just. Or did I went with that one? Okay, that level 3 does nothing for me. It was just like an OCD, like, oh, I need a dark side Quran. So watch this. Yeah, Bane's pretty much cheat code. That was like 5 seconds. It's like, can I even timestamp that? It's like 5 seconds. And it's been a while since he used Fennec against the Lord Vader. This is perfect because without his lead, he's crittable all the way down to 0 health. So, I mean, and obviously without his lead adds a lot of extra stuff too, so he has no leadership. So that is something I'm not super afraid of. And yes, Savage is tough to kill, and Nihilus is dangerous, but I was confident I could get some Annihilates off in time. Yeah. I was checking her base resistance penetration, and she is like very deprioritized in mods on my main account because I do not use her much. I was checking her resistance penetration to see if it was worth it to like go for resistance penetration cron, and it wasn't really. Here, I don't know if the cleanse would be enough to get the contract. I don't think it was, but he increased my cooldown, so it kind of got me in a rough spot. Right off the bat, there's Zam almost dying. But when she dies, it does help towards contract because she has a bunch of debuffs and they expire, and that gives us contract, cleanses us, and then we start getting to take turns. So that was a little like questionable move, putting the armor shred on Savage. I think I should have just put it on Lord Vader, because Fennec is really the only damage dealer I'm worried about, and Mando calling her to assist. Oh, I mean Grief assisting and Bosk assisting too, but I figured I was gonna have to annihilate Savage. So having an armor shred here really would have like made that hit a lot heavier. Starting to get worried about Bosk. He doesn't have his full. Well, his leadership gives the bonus for full health, so never mind. But he's mostly just protection, so I don't want him to take those hits. But there we got back on track. Got some armor shred on Lord Vader. Savage just heals himself way too fast. And there he goes. So just Lord Vader. Let's get 4 armor shreds, keep us topped off, and he's not close to his leadership. Yeah, like 3 out of 5 are getting crits there. I love Grief in this matchup. It's just so nice. Anytime I'm loaded up with debuffs, dots, days, he just comes in, cleans house. Alright, so what do we got in the back wall? This will set the tone for the rest of the match. There's Rey, there's Ahsoka, and Slicker. And I was like, crap, I used Bane on Baylan. What do I do on Slicker? So Ahsoka is pretty easy call to go with Leia and then Rey. I had an idea for Smash Bros, but I wasn't quite sure what to do with Slicker. Alright, continuing the voiceover at a later time. Yeah, we got to the back, and yeah, tough wall. decide to go with the familiar matchup first, or most familiar, and that is Malgus with Starkiller in tow. And yes, that's an expensive team, and in 5v5, yes, Starkiller's big unique isn't active, which is unfortunate, but still gets the Mass Dispel, he still can get his Star Destroyer, he still does a lot of damage, he is a very strong Ufu, and I don't really have a big good place for classic Palplead Starkiller right now. Any recommendations for creative uses for him are welcome, but he definitely makes the rain matchup a lot better. This time I do have Cal and Ninth Sister. I tried without Cal and it didn't work as well. It's 3 moves before we take a move. So you're getting those boosts based on how many turns they take. The more, the better for you for that first turn. After that, you just want to be fast. See, already almost at the damage you need for Rey. Getting that crit immunity off is so important. And there, Bane's dead. Just one Malgus assist, 255,000. Really annoying to. Oh, hi, Gus. Gus just came in here with the zoomies. What are you doing? Okay. Got a quick visit from my wife, which is nice. Back to Rey. I hate having to wait for the ult to go down, but it is nice in ult I feel safe, which is an ult I feel safer, especially when I'm already taking care of all the inspiration. Just hope Ahsoka doesn't go off too much. It's like, come on, just get to it. Oh, Cal speed me up. It's taking forever to get past her ult. Finally, that took so long. Oh, now I'm just healing up Rey by hitting her because of Cal. I want to stop that. Or never mind. See, you still get Star Destroyer. And I think with the rock throw, Rey is done for. Yeah, that's never gets old. I love that. Dang, this is a heavy hit. Hello. Ahsoka, another pretty familiar, but you know, I haven't been doing it quite as long. And they fixed something on Ezra, the backup plan thing, so it's always kind of like a question of, okay, it's still going to work as smoothly as it had been. That Han Solo crown with a good bit of resistance pen and some armor pen, that's what I've been used to. Yeah, good enough. Raz and Jin, probably the best 4th and 5th. As long as you remember to stealth Jen, because one time I didn't. Okay, hide Drogon and get him ready for his big basic. If we survive that long. Pass to Drogon. I do have some decent speed on Jin. Boom. Not quite there. That's unfortunate. That doesn't bode well. Yeah, yikes. So, what now? They look like they have all the momentum. Going in ult. My Drogon is almost dead. And honestly, I don't even remember how this went down specifically. But there's Drogon, so yeah, it doesn't feel great. Let's stealth Jin, except for R2, because R2 is... I don't know why I did that. Was I contemplating quitting? Yeah, we're making some progress on Ezra. We do have ult. So that'll be a good boost. No one's dead, but they're still all fractured. So almost, come on, do the logs. Yeah, it's like I'm the one that did it, but I'm saying. Okay, Ezra's dead. And Hu Yang. And Sabine looks almost dead. And she is. And then we'll get Heresy. So, okay, it really turned around. I think Leia's ult is probably the best in the game. I don't know. I don't mean, who would be better? And here comes Drogon. He's back. So, all's well that ends well. It really looked bad, and now it really looks good. Another benefit of Jin. With Radis, her fish daddy. I don't know what to call them. But they're quite a pair. Not many other invincibility clauses in the game, if any. Well, I mean, like Slicker and ult and stuff, but you know, just a flat out, you can't kill this character unless this other character's dead. Aren't too many. We still got a good 2 minutes left. I'm gonna prefer the basic just for everyone to get in there to assist instead of either of the specials at this point. She already does have ambushed. That was a mistake. I stealthed to Leia instead of Jin. But there we go. Another tough team taken down, and this is where it was kind of like, well, I'm not sure. This is where I'd love to have Bane available, but since I didn't, I had to try out something different. So JML had like a 40% chance in the stats, but there was no Calcron last season, so surely that must have a material impact. And bringing in Mace will help get rid of that stealth, because stealth is part of her Darkside Rays kit. It's gonna be, I can't wait to actually use my R9 Mace. His stats are crazy. Give me a sec. And I'm back. My wife wanted me to kill a bug. Classic. Okay, Mark talked to try to get rid of him so we have our turn meter freed. Or at least lock him down so we're not getting turns past. We can't kill anyone quite yet, so I'm just going to be prepping everybody to die. And Armor Straight on Slicker, because he'll probably be the last one standing, stun everybody. I mean, really, before Darkside Ray, this was pretty much a lock. Honestly feels a lot like a souped up version of the Jedi Rev and Jedi Luke counter, just because you have so much of that firepower and utility, but you have a Galactic Legend and Cal backing you up, and Ray's dead, and looking pretty solid. Just keep passing the Luke, get those dispels and those big crits. Huge hits. Trying to recover some protection. Slicker's ult bar is really low, but still he's able to steal a bunch of banners right there. And he's dead. We lost a bunch of banners, but again, that's okay because my opponent didn't get the best banners. So now we're moving on to the top. 881 is my score going into this top wall. And Lord Vader versus Jabba, of course, my go-to. Really cuts out those thermal shenanigans from their level 6. Cat Cron. Forgot to check the tenacity. Oh, this isn't YouTube. I can't check the frame from the bar. But yeah, it didn't land that initial buff immunity, so let's try it. 1, 2. Nope. Just keep going for all. 4, 5. I mean that. There is something to be said for that. Like when I just go ahead and do that, get Lord Vader's ult faster, things go a lot better. And then we got there from just getting hit. Put it on Lord Vader. And I'm pretty sure I passed a Lord Vader. No, I fractured in. Boosh almost dead. Come on, just die. Vader, get your damage up. Yes, okay, he's dead. Didn't even get to go around. Just had to go the hard way through Kursin. But ult was popped, so he's not coming back. And it's kind of remarkable everyone's stayed alive, and I don't really have any thermals, even on Thrawn, who's under half health, and Piet, who got under half health. They didn't really get thermals. There's thermals on Thrawn. He's probably gonna die. Get it. Let's get Embos. We can't crit him. It's the easiest way to take him out. And sweet 5 stacks. Thrawn, save Thrawn. No, too late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, I could have just autoed. I don't know if I did or not. Or maybe you don't want to auto because you want to make sure you do mostly basics, but some special. Alright, 6-2. Again, that's fine because our opponent did not knock it out of the park. Oh, we got Smugglers and Old Republic left. And I got Sith Eternal, Baylan, I got Sith Empire. That was the Phantom almost click. Let's get his main squeezes, dash, and Han. I still haven't made use of that Sonicron, sadly, but I mean, I'm climbing still. Which one did I pick? Gosh, all over the place. Is this how people feel when they watch me pick Datacrons? I got some turn meter, got plenty of damage. Should go. I mean, like, I don't know if I should regret not using that team yet, because anytime I face it, I'm able to handle it easily. It's more of an offensive team, but not exactly well practiced in it, and it just feels risky to me. It's like you're relying on that evasion so much, but there's so many ways to get around the evasion. So many like debuffs that just land easily. Baylan is good for this because there's a lot of these status effective moves that just land a debuff. And now we just got dash and bam. Bam isn't a smuggler, so he can just get hit no matter what. But dash is. And easy does it. There we go, 64. Last two. Miss Kira and Mr. Karth. Kira, this one really, really does not seem intimidating. I mean, Nest is tough, yeah, but for like, you need 11 teams at least on offense, 11 teams on defense. The 11 teams I have on offense all kind of dwarf this kind of gimmicky thing. Like, I mean, Sith Empire isn't even like specifically specialized. I don't know if that's a dumb way of saying it. They're not specialized for something like this. It's just, they're really good. And like a lot of those best teams, they have a lot of debuffs that you can't really avoid getting. Since I couldn't get to the leader, I wanted to go ahead and try to get some shock out. Debuffs, as far as the eye can see. She's almost dead already. Yep, got the evasion. They just started with turn meter. Just gotta save a couple big hits for Nest, and we'll be fine. And since Malgus is not a turn meter trained team at all, not worried about timing out on Nest. Corrupted Battle Meditation, if nothing else, that's gonna land pretty frequently. Forge 28,000 for Marauder. My goodness. Perfect 65. And last, and quite honestly, probably least, we have Old Republic. But I have Sith Eternal too, so it just makes it something, makes it a potential issue, quandary that I don't even really have to worry about because it's just gonna be overkill. And I was showing all the stuff I have left. Decent bit of it. Grey Mothers sit in the bench. You have 501st. Bad Batch. All kinds of stuff. I'll sound like a broken record. I would like a bigger board, or a different board, or some kind of improvement to Grand Arena. At the beginning of 2024, I remember talking about it on the Council podcast, which rip, sadly, because Kin is not playing anymore. And I'm not really one to run a podcast. But we were talking about how we need an updated GAC or TW, and it seemed overdue. And I had the theory in my head that once something becomes overdue to us, the player base, that's when Capital Games finally takes notice. I thought that last year. I thought that like, oh, it's overdue at this point. So they're on notice. They're probably working on something. No, there's been nothing. They still haven't done anything to Grand Arena or TW to update it. I think that's a mistake because it's one of the core interest points of the whole game. Maybe you're not selling stuff. Like, most of the stuff you're selling is directly because people want to compete in Grand Arena. If they get tired of it, Grand Arena and TW, if they get tired of those, it's not going to go well. I'm talking about all of this because that match was not really, like, Watt survives. That wasn't anything. Going into ships, don't need too great a score. I was on my phone, so I didn't have a calculator pulled up to do it, but they did set Leviathan and Executor, but they set Houndstooth starting it with Executor. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable. So I can do Leviathan Mirror. I should have clicked off already. Leviathan Mirror and Endurance versus Executor. Yep, that's it. Oh, excellent. Winning the coin flip. See, I don't even remember. This was a few days ago I did this. put it on auto right now, but or I probably could have. I can't do it now because this was in the past. Something distracted me there. I forget. We are way out in front of this in this mirror. Pretty much unassailable. Being Scimitar gets to survive. Get our breach that hangers. And this Leviathan is like the eternal meta. Like for a while they had 2-year metas. I think Home 1 with the Millennium Falcon was close to a 2-year meta. Or maybe it wasn't. No, Negotiator was a 2-year meta. And then they came out with Executor. And then Profundity a year after that. So that was the meta. And then Leviathan a year after that. So not since Negotiator have we had a ship meta that lasted this long. And we still don't have an announcement of a new capital ship. So yeah. You know, I am okay with that. I don't like having to relearn ships all the time, especially with how easy this is for fleet. Once they fixed it and buffed Scimitar and made it such an easily autoable thing, I'm on board. Come on, just finish it. There we go, almost full banners, lost 2, so yeah, 73. That's still pretty good. Now, Executor, Mr. Mace. R9 Mace that I upgraded after lock this week. He is now my second highest like GP character, other than that's not a Galactic Legend, other than General Skywalker. Because they're both R9. Gas has 4 Zetas, Mace has 3. And he just has like tons of abilities. He has like 6 abilities, 2 uniques, a lead, and 2 specials, and a basic. So he's ahead of like the other R9s, triple Zeta like Darth Revan, and I don't know who else. But yeah, he's, and then my endurance is like almost 100,000 GP. Just nice buffs. Instead of stealthing right away or healing right away. Got the Tennessee up off punishing one. That's great because that means I can potentially expose here. Yes. And punishing one almost dead. Let's heal up 5. It's not ready for him to die yet. Yes, I know it stealths. Punishing one, and yes, I know it gets me breach, but I don't care. I want 5 to stay alive. And he's an extra tank right now. Big hit from the Y-Wing, 90k. That's more than what Anakin did. Take all those buffs, juice up my health. The dodge is just so annoying. But feeling pretty good here. They don't even have their contract yet, or all the target lock. I did that targeting Razor Crest because he had more meat to sink my teeth into with all these attacks. I just need one more attack on Boba. And he helps juice up this AoE, so that was a good idea all around. Basic, there's no buffs to the spell. Almost there. Counterattack. Alright, well those are the 2 ships of threat. Gone. And just malevolence with Geos. I need to do another video talking about fleet meta because it's a lot different from the last time I did it. Things have kind of settled. Holy crap, all those dodges. Like, what the heck? if there weren't so many dodges, that spy would just be dead. I think I was getting distracted at this point. I think at this point in recording on my phone, I was just getting so tired of doing battles and screen recording. I was just like, oh my gosh, just be done with it. I need to complete it. Complete the task. There we go. I love Profundity versus Malevolence because I don't care about killing these little vulture droids. The third beater is not happening. It's a thing, unless it's bugged. There's Hyena. Let's take out the Geonosian. Wrap it up, Hyena. Just give it up. Let us go home. Okay, I was about to say I should just I should just auto right there. Not getting those assists from Falcon. That really drags it out too. Okay, there we go. Finally got the clear, and quite a convincing win by score in the end. 74, so 18-17, so almost 100 points. This was really a defensive win though. This guy had plenty of trouble on my defense, so made it easier for me. Front wall, you know, I'll take that with the Traya taking 2 battles. I think that's worth it to not have to use like Supreme or Kylo and have it on defense. Yeah, that went good overall. This back wall, it was intimidating, but ended up really well. I'm glad JML worked so smoothly, and I kept Leia for Ahsoka. And yeah, I got the holds after the front wall. This front wall, I think, drained a lot of good resources, a lot of good teams, and then the back was just... I'll have to try a fake out sometime. Have a really strong top and bottom wall. And then kind of just put some, not duds, but close to duds in the back. But anyway, thanks for watching so much. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next match.